Wow, you can tell that the humidity has really taken control of my hair because I think this is the curliest it's ever been on camera before. Yet. Hello everybody and welcome back, and today we are reacting to Tori Kelly's new EP that just came out, and I cannot wait to listen to it, even though I was kind of surprised, borderline disappointed it was only an EP with 7 tracks. I really expected it would be more, like a full album, but you know what? We'll take the crumbs. We will take the crumbs. I cannot go any further than this in this video without talking about the news that we just learned this week, and I think it goes without saying that I wish her the best and the speediest recovery. And Tori is one of my favorite singers, honestly, out there. I just love her music and her voice so much. I've reacted to one of the songs on the EP today, which is the first single that came out from the EP, Missing You. I think in that video I even showed a picture of me meeting her at a meet and greet, which is probably, she's the only artist I've ever met at a meet and greet that I paid for. I just hope that, you know, things kind of get back on track and she finds a speedy way to recover, and that she's able to continue all of the project that she's been putting together in the last few weeks and months. But that being said, for the sake of keeping you know the morale positive and high and celebrating life and continuing, I could not wait to get my hands on this EP and to listen to the new songs that are a lot more R&B. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Baby, we caught up rhythm and it go like da-da-da.
Oh, I like that.
You don't wanna cut it just now with me. Make you feel some type of way, make you feel some type of way.
I absolutely adore it. It is exactly what they used to do in like late 90s, early 2000s R&B. That production is insane. It literally brings me back to my memories of listening to that type of music. And it is wildly different from anything I'm used to from Tori Kelly, but it sounds so good. Like, it sounds so nostalgic, but also like a modern form of nostalgic. It's not like 70s, 80s nostalgic. It's like a remember when, you know, things were cool. Wow, I sound so old when I say that. Remember when like it was the era, like the cool era. I'm not surprised that she's nailing it, but I'm also surprised. Like, nothing could have prepared me for a type of project like that from her. It's giving me Sierra. Yeah. Ah, so clean, such clean runs. Okay, the song is really cool. It's a brilliant opener for the project, puts you in the vibe right away. It really tells you what the whole project is about, especially because it's an EP. You don't have the time to really have an introduction that's so far off from the main sound that you're going to find. It is much more like a taste of what's coming up in that project. The production is great. The vocals are very simple, but see, simple is known to go, you know, I don't remember what the expression I wanted to say. Simple goes a long way. That's what I wanted to say. Simple goes a long way to be catchy and have that ability to reach more people than not. Because complicated songs are cool. They're layered. They hide surprises. They hide secret messages. It's fine. It's cool. It is, definitely. And that's a form of art. But it's also very cool when it's something that can be just enjoyed without being overcomplicated, overthought, and overprocessed, which is very energy consuming for somebody who's listening to music. So for her to do something that's relatively simple and catchy and just like consistent too, because as far as I'm concerned, the next song being Missing You, it's very like sticking to the same sound. It's creating this type of vision, this type of world that is easy to adhere to. And you know, that first single was not just to catch attention, it's really a direction that she was going into. That being said, I can't wait to see what the other songs have in store for me and for us. because we're sharing this experience together. I'm pleased, and I like this. I like that energy. I like that direction. I really like this for her. Now, Missing You, I've reacted to before. I'll link the video in my description. You can watch it. It's gonna be fun. I'm just gonna enjoy it. I haven't listened to it in a bit. What I'm really curious about is there's the R&B edit at the end of the project that I really can't wait to get my hands on. There you go. That's going to be really interesting. Really interesting. Otherwise, I'm just gonna enjoy the song, kind of, you know, live the moment a little bit with it. And if you guys want my full opinion on it, which probably hasn't changed much since I listened to it, it's available.
Perfect night, me and you. Oh, I'm missing you.
I can confirm that my opinion has not changed about the song. I still like it very much. I don't know, there's something, it's kind of like ahead of its time, which is ironic considering it's like sounds from before, but in a way things are going in the market today, we're really at a kind of a late 90s standpoint, I think, where we're like entering the late 90s, and you know, like there's a certain cycle where things repeat every 30 years or so. So for 80s music to make a comeback in the 2010s was, you know, just, it made plenty of sense. So I think like this is gonna come, like it's coming back. I think she's ahead of the curve, but the wave is coming, and it's cool that, you know, she decided to take that risk, especially, which is probably why she decided to make an EP and not a full album, because if she wanted to have chances to, you know, have a commercial success with the album, and she's kind of going through this rebranding a little bit, if you will, then rebranding is often very hard, especially for an artist that is rerouting, changing up their sound and approach. Her skills, never in doubt, but definitely her approach. And there is a certain work to be done to be able to kind of rebuild from that new foundation. I'm not surprised that she went for an EP, now that I think about it, but I definitely would have appreciated a whole album like that, and I think it might be coming. I have a feeling that it might be on its way. I think that was the plan originally, to kind of test out the waters and see after.
I got everything that your life be missing. If I have to mess somebody up, I don't play.
I like that synth.
I could be your shelter.
That's really cool.
I'll be honest, keep it honest, do I promise. When you got one, I could be your shelter.
See, she's been so ingenious with the production this time around. I feel some of the songs that she used to do at the time were a lot more predictable, but this is, it sounds fresh. It sounds new. It sounds not just new as in like it's literally new, but new as in it's a new approach. It's a new energy. It's a new vibe. It's a new way of thinking for her, of making her music. And it feels great. It feels almost like a different artist, an evolved form of her as an artist. That's for sure.
When you got one, like that inside of you.
This is like an I Care Beyonce moment where she imitates the guitar. She reproduces the guitar melody vocally and adds it and layers it as a track over it. I don't know if that was inspiration, but if it was, I see you. For some reason or another, I can't wait to listen to that one in my car. Just like driving, kind of like midday, and just like cruising on, you know, on the highway. Ooh. It sounds so cool. Once again, I really sound old saying that, but it sounds cool. Are we getting a...
Try to hide the way we feel.
No.
I know how to love myself. Glisten on my wrist like snow.
Oh. Oh no, what did I do? Oh my god. I really didn't expect that from this. Tori. Oh. I think I'm, oh, I got chills. Yep. I particularly like the contrast between that head voice and then going deep. Like, this is some of the deepest of her voice we've ever heard on track, I think. I love that. Ooh, and then doo-doo-doo. Like, it just, wow. I really didn't expect her to take that direction, but I'm loving this. And also, very quickly about the feature, Aristar, I think, is a name that I started seeing quite a bit recently. If I'm not mistaken, a name that I've seen on Janelle Monáe's album. I think it was a perfectly fine feature. Nothing too stand out-ish, but definitely brought the right energy to it and gave kind of a break of like being on the second verse instead of like just at the end. There's something, the voices kind of complement or bounce off each other well. So yeah, I mean, the feature did what it had to do, but I'm just more overall shocked about the song's style that I didn't expect at all, but I'm enjoying so much. So much. Oh, come on. I truly did not. I know I'm repeating myself over and over again, but I truly did not expect that. And it sounds so... Girl can't do no wrong. Like, that's how I see it now. She just cannot do no wrong. Is that grammatically correct? At this point, I don't care. I have no idea how I'm gonna rank the songs, but this one I particularly have good feelings about. Yeah.
So come and take the rest of me. Put your body on mine. Underneath the purple sky.
Where is this going?
I'm leaving my body fly away. It's alright if I die in your arms tonight. Never had another choice.
It's kind of giving me like lo-fi Miami. Wow. It's giving me lo-fi Miami Vice type of vibes, very like beachy, very 80s, especially in the verses. And then of course there's this like kind of dreamy switch up that's really, really cool.
On your chest in this life and the next, because I'm feeling like I could die today. It's alright if I die in your arms tonight. Gotta wait for your love. I'm alive if I die in your arms. I'm feeling like I could die today. I'm leaving my body, die in your arms tonight.
I don't know what to say. Okay, that build up before the last chorus, it felt like I was jumping in emptiness. Like it just, there's anxiety and then it's kind of smooth and you're falling for a minute and things seem to be all right. Things seem to be all right. I don't know what to say in the most positive way possible. I feel like this is the type of project that I'm going to obsess with for a while. Yeah. It's a fun, cool way of making love songs, throwback-y, but yet just smartly done. I'm seriously surprised. It's really a cool project.
You said you loved the night, so I went in the sky, gave up my own wild heart. I heard you found a young gun from another town.
It's really cool that they overlap. There's no harmonies. They just sing the same note the whole time. I haven't seen that in a while. Of just like, they sing the whole thing together, same notes. He obviously sings lower, so he sings like an octave or two below her, but it is the same notes and the same melodies, and it's just, they're singing together. And it's kind of like two characters telling each other the story at the same time, similarly to like how a musical would do it. And it's like kind of this nostalgic vibe. I like it. I like it. Oh?
And and time is just way too strong. Young gun from another town, and it's killing me softly to see.
Now we have harmonies. Yeah.
A young gun from another town.
It's so cool. God, I don't know what to say. It's just. It's something so different than anything I've heard in the past few months. I love it. It's very niche, but it's so cool. I'm like that old uncle at this point. I'm just like, look, kids, that's so cool. How can you do that? Anyway, I loved how that was like not linear, but just a steady build up. It reminds me of The Archer by Taylor Swift and the intro by Khalid on his I think it's Free Spirit album. It holds you to it because it builds some sort of like tension in the music, and it never lets go throughout the whole song, and at the end you're just like, I want more. I like it for the fact that it stands out from the other lyrics as well, because the other lyrics are very positive, very lovey-dovey, but Young Gun is much more like that feeling, that bitterness of like missing out on, which felt different in the project, and I appreciate that. But now we're heading back into Missing You, which is kind of a recall of like, I might miss you, but like I feel like it's gonna give energy like I miss you, but for different reasons. Much more like I miss you, like I regret what has happened, depending on the vibe that I get from the R&B edit. But I'm so eager to get into it, so I'm doing it now.
I'd be like, hey boy, come on right around.
Ooh, those harmonies.
I go back in time, it was the perfect night.
The track has a lot more silence to it. It's a lot more laid back, but not energy wise, but just production wise. Like it really gives like space to breathe and focus on vocals, which is really, really nice. It's not as like intense or packed with sounds as compared to like the original version of it. Oh.
Out in the street, what you mean to me. Night, kissing you.
It's really funny. I feel like doing a backup dancer every time I hear that part. I'm just imagine Mike Sten is right there, and I can be Tori Kelly's backup vocal.
From me and you, baby. I'm missing you. Got me dreaming about the good times, the bad times. Man, we went through it, but we held tight. Got me reminiscing all the way back. And I'll just be missing you.
Oh, that rasp.
I'm missing you.
I knew that there was that change of lyrics and melody in the second verse. I had completely forgotten about it. I think I heard snippets on, videos that we've heard online or whatnot. I said, without realizing, I said that the song would be different. It would sound different. It would be much more nostalgic, much more like I messed up in the past, and this is why I'm missing you right now, not because we're simply not together and I like spending time with you. It did exactly just that. That placement was really smart, and I mean it makes sense considering like it's an edit of the song. They usually go towards the end of the album, if not completely at the end. But if you want to have fun, if you kind of want to keep up a storyline in the project, which I consider always important for any project that is more than just a single or two songs, it was smart. It was really, really, really smart to put the track list in that order. Honestly, listen, I'll be honest with you guys, it's almost 1 a.m. at the moment that I'm recording this. It literally just came out. I wanted to get to it as soon as I could because I'm a little bit busy, but also because I couldn't wait to get on the EP. I just can't wait to get back to it and blast it in my car. This is how excited I am for this project. It's a different Tori, it's a different vibe, it's a different energy, it's a different way of thinking, it's a different sound. It's like literally like the evolution of a Pokemon, and I think that I made that joke in the other video that I recorded when I reacted to Missing You. But yeah, I'm surprised, pleasantly surprised. She nailed it. From a purely artistic and sonic perspective, she 100% 100% succeeded at transitioning to that new sound. What I'm curious about is if people are going to follow through with it and she's going to maintain that same attention, or if that change is going to enable her to get more people on board and to bring her to the success that I truly feel like she deserves. That remains to be seen. Was this a preview of a much bigger project that is to come? Sure hope so. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this EP. Here is the ranking of the songs that I preferred the most to the one that I preferred the least, which is now my favorite way of saying that, because they're not necessarily songs that I don't like, they're just the ones that happen to be at the bottom of the list if I had to choose. Otherwise, I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.